Christmas University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. This year's festive specials continue tonight, with two more teams of alumni hoping to do credit to the institutions that taught them. We now know that York are the first team through to the semi-finals of this short competition. If tonight's team want to be sure of joining them, they must win with a score of at least 160 points. Now, King George VI laid the foundation stone of what is now the University of Hull when he was still Prince Albert, Duke of York. Nearly 100 years on, the university is represented tonight by an author who began her career as a film editor. Her first book, The Fish Ladder, saw her named a rising star of non-fiction by The Observer. Her most recent is an anthology of women's writing on the natural world. Joining her is a playwright whose award-winning works include This House, commissioned by the National Theatre, the television dramas Sherwood and Brexit, the Uncivil War, and, of course, Quiz, about the trial of Charles Ingram. He may have been slightly disappointed to learn there is no live audience in the studio tonight. Their captain is an actor known for both English and Welsh language roles, including Genesis Walker in Emmerdale and Manon in the Welsh noir Hinterland or Ygwyl. She played the lead role of DCI caddy John in recent bilingual drama Hidden. Finally, keeping the team at heel is a canine behaviour expert who's worked with over 5,000 problem pooches. Known as the Dog Father, he's a best-selling author and presents the Channel 5 series Dogs Behaving Very Badly. Let's hear them introduce themselves.
I'm Catherine Norbury. I graduated from Hull University in 1985 in English Literature and History of Art.
Hi, I'm James Graham. I graduated from Hull in 2003, having studied drama.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Sian Rees-Williams. I also graduated in 2003, also with a degree in drama.
Hello, I'm Graham Hall. I graduated from Hull in 1987 with Hispanic Studies.
Now, their opponents are representing what is now the University of the West of England and has been at various points the Merchant Venturers Navigation School and Bristol Polytechnic. Their first player studied at its affiliated drama school, the Bristol Old Vic, before going on to train as a movement director. She has pioneered the role of intimacy coordinator in the film, television and theatre industries, establishing guidelines for the safe and consensual production of scenes with intimacy and nudity. Her credits include Normal People, It's a Sin, and I May Destroy You. She's joined by an abstract artist whose work is influenced by 6 years living in Japan, where she studied traditional art techniques. She was elected to the Royal Academy of Arts in 2014 and in 2019 became its first female president. Their captain is a science and environment correspondent who has reported for BBC News for more than 10 years. She's also a presenter of Radio 4's Inside Science, where she's recently covered the latest research on the dinosaur Armageddon, Arctic warming, and treatments for depression. Completing the team is an investigative journalist whose work for Dispatches, Panorama and Unreported World has included reports on millionaire preachers in Nigeria, prison conditions in Haiti, and the UK's stop and search policies. A 2011 report on war crimes in the Côte d'Ivoire led to him giving evidence at The Hague in the trial of Laurent Gbagbo. So let's meet the team from the UWE.
My name is Ita O'Brien. I studied the postgraduate diploma in acting at Bristol Old Vic Theatre School, graduating in '98.
My name's Rebecca Salter and I graduated from what was Bristol Polytechnic in three-dimensional design in 1977.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm Victoria Gill and I graduated in 2005 with a Master's in Science Communication.
Hi, I'm Shay Rhodes and I graduated in the early 2000s with a degree in politics and sociology.
Well, as it's Christmas, you can have a reminder of the rules. Starter questions are worth 10 points. Bonuses are worth 15 points, and there's a 5-point penalty if you interrupt to start a question incorrectly. Right, fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. In February 1972, Ras Al Khaimah became the 7th and final sheikhdom to join which newly formed...
West of England roads.
The United Arab Emirates.
Correct? You get 3 bonuses on US presidents and world events. Who was the US president at the outbreak of World War I in Europe?
Roosevelt?
Roosevelt.
Which one?
Oh, there were 2. Theodore?
Theodore.
Yeah, are we agreed? Theodore Roosevelt.
No, it was Woodrow Wilson. Who was president when the USSR launched Sputnik 1?
Was it just before Kennedy?
Yeah, it was before Kennedy.
It was just before Kennedy.
It was launched the space race, so it was 50.
Or was it after?
Can we guess?
Yeah.
You
Kennedy?
can either go for Kennedy or Johnson.
Johnson?
Either Kennedy or Johnson.
First name?
Johnson was after Kennedy.
Okay.
So we have to go for Kennedy.
Okay, Kennedy, John F. Kennedy.
No, it wasn't. It was Dwight Eisenhower.
Yeah.
Who was president at the time of the Tiananmen Square protests in Beijing, sometimes known as the June the 4th incident?
George H.W. Bush, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
George H.W. Bush.
Correct, Bush Senior. A starter question. The US computer programmer Stephen Wilhite, who died in 2022, was lead engineer on the team that created what compressed image file format?
West of England roads.
Was it JPEG?
No, you lose 5 points.
Hull Reese Williams.
GIF.
GIF is correct. Your bonuses are on mathematics. Give each word from the definition. All 3 begin with the same 3 letters. First, an adjective denoting a positive integer that is equal to the sum of its proper divisors, the smallest such number being 6.
It's an adjective.
Yeah, I know. I know nothing about maths. Anyone?
Don't know, no.
An adjective that comes up in maths. Integer.
No, that was
It's
it
an
was,
adjective number. So it's just something to do with sum of parts and that. It can't be prime because prime starts with 1, doesn't it?
Come
Don't
on.
even look at me.
How about absolute?
Absolute.
I might as well be asking you one of your dogs. Frankly. It's a perfect number. Secondly, the process of determining how many ways objects in a set may be selected or rearranged if the order of elements is important or any one such arrangement.
It starts with a P.
Begins with P, yeah.
They all start with P.
Yeah, P-E-R.
Pyramid.
P-E-R.
Permanent.
Permanent.
No, it's permutation. Finally, an adjective denoting a function such as sine x or cos x that repeats its values at regular intervals.
Perpetual. Perpetual.
Perpetual. Should we try that?
Good try.
Perpetual.
No, it's periodic. Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a synopsis in French of the opening scene of a French-language film, abridged from the website Allociné. For 10 points, give me the film's title in either French or English.
Hull Norbury.
Monsieur Hulot's holiday?
Of course it's not.
West of England roads.
Is it Mesrine?
No, it's not. It's Breathless, a bout de souffle, Jean-Luc Godard. So we'll take the picture bonuses when someone gets a starter question correct. 10 points at stake for this. To what fictional character do these words refer? Quote, he shall never know how I love him. And that, not because he's handsome, but because he's more myself than I am. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the
Hull
same.
Norbury.
Jane Eyre.
No, you lose 5 points. They appear in a first novel of 1847 and are spoken by Catherine Earnshaw.
West of England roads.
Wuthering Heights?
No, it's not. I need the character.
Oh, sorry, a character.
You had the right novel, but it was Heathcliff, of course.
Heathcliff.
A starter question. It wasn't Stravinsky's music that did the shocking, it was the ugly, earthbound lurching and stomping. Those words of the US musicologist Richard Taraskin refer to the 1913 premiere of which ballet?
West of England O'Brien.
Rite of Spring.
The Rite of Spring is correct. So you get the picture bonuses. Your picture starter was a description of the premise of A Bout de Souffle, directed by Jean-Luc Godard, who died in 2022. Your bonuses are synopses in French of 3 more major films of the Nouvelle Vague. I want the film's title in each case, in either French or English. First, and a word that appears in the title has been omitted.
Okay, so basically French New Wave films.
French New Wave films.
That are not a Bout de Souffle.
Any guesses?
Any. Cannot think of a single one.
No
The
idea.
word?
No, pass.
Pass. I'm sorry.
It's Hiroshima Mon Amour. Secondly,
So someone who is beautiful and a singer.
No, I don't know French. I'm really sorry.
No,
Oh gosh,
Oh, dear.
it's annoying.
I'm sorry. No, any guesses?
I can think of
No.
Amelie.
Amelie.
no, it's Cléo de Saint-Cassette. Very, very different to Emily. And finally,
What about you know?
Well, no, I can't remember.
Something with Catherine Deneuve.
I can't remember.
Any ideas?
No, I'm
No?
really sorry.
Any guesses? Sorry, Jeremy, pass.
it's Les 400 coups. 10 points for this. A hollow log with a smiling face and a little red hat is fed every night and beaten with sticks on Christmas Day to make him defecate. This Christmas tradition, called Tio de Nadal, is celebrated in which autonomous community of Spain?
Hull Norbury.
Catalonia.
Catalonia is correct. Your bonuses are on animals whose names come from the Tupi-Guarani languages of South America. One of the largest flying birds of the Americas, the jabiru, belongs to what family of waders?
Waders.
Family waders.
What's your favourite way
Yeah.
Dogs.
About
Birds.
Storks. They're waders, aren't they? Are they big ones? I don't know.
Heron, flamingo.
Heron.
I was going to say heron. Should we go heron? The heron.
No, it was a stork. Bears, mountain and South American are species of what hoofed mammal, noted for its short, fleshy proboscis or trunk?
This is the name of the mountain, really.
Tapir. Tapir.
Tapir is correct. Having large eyes and a distinctively spotted yellowish coat, the forest mammal known as the margay belongs to what family of the order Carnivora?
I was going to say that. I was thinking, it just sounds like it, doesn't it, with the big eyes? Should we try it?
Yeah.
Cats.
Cats is correct. 10 points for this. Played on film by Telly Savalas in The Greatest Story Ever Told, David Bowie in The Last Temptation of Christ, and Michael Palin in The Life of Brian. Which biblical character was Roman prefect of Judea who presided at the trial of Jesus?
Hull Rhys Williams.
Pontius Pilate.
Pontius Pilate is correct. For your bonuses, 3 questions on British films of 1997. Named in the film's title, which European capital city is the setting of a 1997 film by Michael Winterbottom about a pair of war correspondents who meet there while on assignment?
Ooh. 97.
European city.
European city. War correspondence.
Budapest, is that right?
No. Sarajevo? There's a film called Sarajevo.
There is.
Is it by Michael
And it's a
Winterbottom?
British. Go for it. Yeah, I think it is.
Should we try it? Sarajevo.
Sarajevo is correct. Which novel by Henry James was adapted in 1997 with Helena Bonham Carter playing Kate Croy, an orphaned young woman who conspires with her lover Merton to obtain the inheritance of a dying friend?
Is it Howard's End? Or is that earlier?
Wings of a Dove. Is it The Wings of a Dove?
It's not Howard's End.
Oh,
Who wrote that? Do you know?
Howard's End's written by Ian Forster.
Right, okay, sorry. what was
Wings
that?
of a Dove by
Wings
Henry
of a Dove.
James.
Wings of a Dove?
Correct. Starring Kathy Burke as Valerie and Ray Winston as her abusive husband. The 1997 film, Nil by Mouth, was the directorial debut of which British actor?
Is it? I want to say Gary Oldman.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, should we?
seen it.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Is it Gary Oldman?
It is Gary Oldman, yes. 10 points for this. Sometimes known as turf, what substance did Seamus Heaney refer to as a kind black butter melting and opening underfoot? This
West
brown...
of England roads.
The bog.
No, you lose 5 points.
Hull Norbury.
Pete.
Pete is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on theatrical works based on novels or plays by Victor Hugo. First, an 1833 play by Hugo was the inspiration for which opera of the same name by Donizetti? It depicts the life of a 15th century noblewoman, the daughter of Pope Alexander VI.
Is it called Lucrezia Borgia?
Shall I nominate you? Nominate Norbury.
Lucrezia Borgia.
Correct. Secondly, Wish 2016 musical, originally staged at the Bristol Old Vic, is inspired by the 1869 Hugo novel L'Homme qui rit, or The Man Who Laughs.
2016. Musical.
Is it the one with the mask? It's I think it's. I can see the mask, but I can't get the name of the
The Masked Man, shall we?
Sure.
The Masked Man.
No, it's The Grinning Man. And finally, which Verdi opera is based on Hugo's 1832 play Le Roi s'amuse? The title character is the court jester to the Duke of Mantua.
Verdi.
Huh?
No, I'm just saying Verdi. It's a Verdi opera.
Very opera. A jester.
Court Jester. Duke of Mantua. Think of jesters.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Can we think of any Verdi operas?
I was hoping for Les Mis.
That would be a start. I'm trying to think of jesters. May know more of them.
Come on.
No, I don't.
Verdi.
Feste? No.
Feste.
No, it's Rigoletto. Right, we're going to take a music round now. We're about halfway through the contest. For your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of popular music. 10 points if you can name the artist.
Hull Rhys Williams.
Al Green.
Al Green is correct. Well done. You heard there a song by Al Green, who in December 1972 was one of the performers in the first Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, an annual television special broadcast principally from Times Square. For your bonuses, you need to identify 3 notable recent headliners of this event. First, this solo artist. In 2006, she was the first headliner to perform live on the night in Times Square itself.
Whose voice is that? And when it's going to get to the chorus, is that Mariah Carey?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'm going to try for it. Is it?
Try it.
I wanted to go up, but
Do it.
Mariah Carey.
That's correct. Secondly, this artist, in 2021, he headlined the first Rockin' Eve countdown broadcast from Puerto Rico.
Is Bruno Mars? No. It's not, is it? Who's that? I don't know who that is. It's a recent person, but I can't even imagine who that would be. Gasolina.
Yeah, Puerto
Is it on
Rico
the
is
tip
a
of your
clue.
tongue?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I have no idea who this is.
What language is it?
It's Spanish.
Spanish.
It's
Manu
Spanish.
Chao. Manu Chao?
It was 2 years ago. Is that a recent?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Nominate Norbury.
Manu Chao.
That was Daddy Yankee. And finally, this artist, in 2011, she headlined the last special hosted by Clark before his death and joined Mayor Bloomberg in activating the ball drop.
I think this is Katy. It sounds like Katy Perry to me.
Mama,
Gaga.
Yeah.
It's Gaga.
Gabrielle.
It's Lady Gaga. It's Lady Gaga.
It is Lady Gaga, yes. West of England, they should be ashamed at knowing that. You've got plenty of time to get going with this. What word appears in all of the following titles? The fifth book in the internal chronology of the Chronicles of Narnia, the full title of the film Star Trek IV, and the digital ABBA concerts that began in London in May 2022.
Hull Hall.
Avatar.
No, you lose 5 points. One of you can buzz from West of England?
West of England Gill.
Forest.
No, it was Voyage. 10 points for this. In July 2022, Sam Northeast of Glamorgan became only the fourth cricketer to surpass what multiple of 100 in a first-class match in England and Wales?
West of England Roads.
3.
No, anyone want to buzz from?
Hull Reese Williams.
4.
400 is correct, yes. Right, you get a set of bonuses there about places awarded city status for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Lying at latitude 52 degrees south, which town in an overseas territory won city status?
An overseas territory.
Jersey? Is it okay?
I can't say I really noticed any of these names apart from one,
It's an
maybe.
overseas territory, so...
Where's 52 south?
What's the capital of the Falkland Island?
That's really far. Port
Stanley.
Stanley. Port Stanley.
Stanley, shall we?
Here we go.
Shall we? Port Stanley.
Stanley is correct, yes. The burial place of Robert the Bruce and birthplace of Andrew Carnegie. Which town in Fife became Scotland's 8th city?
Is it Perth?
In Fife.
Is it? Where could it be? Dundee. Dundee a city was probably already.
Dundee.
Sorry,
Dundee,
city.
I think.
It wasn't a
That's already
city
a city,
before.
isn't it?
I would imagine it was already a city.
Probably
Shall we-
always.
Okay, Perth.
Sterling? Does that ring any bells?
Is that in Fife?
Perth? Shall we try Perth?
Go on, go for Perth. Why
Shall we
not?
try it? Perth?
Perth was already a city.
Yeah.
It is, of course, Dunfermline. Following Southend, what became the second new Essex city of 2022?
Basingstoke.
Colchester?
Colchester already was, I think.
Okay.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
No, I don't
Chelmsford.
Do you know?
Basingstoke.
Chelmsford?
Margate.
No. We try Colchester. Or shall we? James?
Colchester.
Colchester?
Well done.
Yay!
10 points for this. Time magazine named the personal computer as its machine of the year. For which year of the 1980s? In the same year, the animated film The Snowman was first broadcast.
Hull Graham.
1982.
Correct, well done. Right, these bonuses are on food. What processed dairy product is the main ingredient of the cold soups tarator and jajig from Bulgaria and Turkey, respectively? In both dishes, it is mixed with cucumber, garlic, and herbs.
Sure, if it's Turkish, I'd imagine that's going to be a prime, isn't it, ingredient? Yogurt?
Yogurt is correct. What term from Arabic is used across Middle Eastern cuisines to refer to a soft, light cheese made simply by straining the whey from yogurt?
Arabic cheese. No, a cheese. It's got to be a dairy product. Taboulih's grain, isn't it?
Yeah.
What
Would that
comes
be?
from?
It's an Arabic word. It's a strain for light cheese. Way like the sound of it, but an Arabic word.
What is
I
Tabbouleh?
can't think of any. Taboulih's grain.
All right, fine.
I don't. Should I just say feta? It's not going to be feta.
Feta's wet.
Feta?
No, it's labneh.
Oh, yeah, it's delicious.
And finally, in the Indian subcontinent, what short name is given to a common drink made from yogurt or dahi, blended with water and spices, that may be salty or flavoured with fruit such as mango?
Lassie.
A lassie? A lassie.
A lassie is correct. We're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see the plant that produces a particular spice. Name that spice.
West of England Gill.
Hibiscus.
No.
Hull Norbury.
Vanilla.
Vanilla is correct, yes. For your picture starter, you saw a picture of the vanilla orchid, Vanilla planifolia. For your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more pictures of plants that produce spices associated with the Christmas season. 5 points for each spice you can identify. Firstly,
Oh, is it persimmon or quince or something like that?
Yeah, it could be.
Is that a crisp?
Quince is quite. Is it a food?
Is that a spice? What does cinnamon look like in the water?
Not like that.
Not like that. Right?
Spicy fruit.
I think that's like a. Is it a quince? A quince.
no, it's a nutmeg or a mace. Secondly,
Oh,
Blimey.
looks lovely. What could that be with a flower like that? Christmas spices. Should we try cinnamon?
Why
I
not?
haven't got a clue.
Fine.
There's cinnamon.
no, it's ginger.
Oh, is it?
And finally,
Oh.
Cloves.
Oh,
They look like cloves, yeah.
Cloves.
close is correct. Well done. 10 points for this. Listen to the statement and answer the question that follows. Green fluorescent protein, also known as GFP, is commonly used in biology for applications such as fluorescence microscopy. From what type of marine animal, closely related to corals and sea anemones, was GFP originally isolated?
West of England gill.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish is correct. Well done. You get a set of bonuses linked by a word. In mechanics, the moment of force is defined as the rotational effect produced when that force is applied to a body at a given distance from a pivot point. It is also known by what 6-letter term from the Latin for to twist?
Talk.
Torque.
Torque is correct. A product of its mass and square of its distance to the reference axis, a body's resistance to the application of torque is known as its moment of what?
Inertia, yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Inertia.
Correct. The moment of momentum, that is the rotational analogue of linear momentum, is more commonly known by what term?
The moment of momentum.
It's angular momentum, of course. West of England, 35 is a dismal score, but nonetheless, you didn't have to do it. And we thank you for doing it. We thank you very much for playing. 135 Hull is a great score. We look forward to seeing you in the next stage of the competition if it's one of the highest winning scores. Many congratulations to you. Bad luck, West of England. I hope you can join us next time for the penultimate heat of this series. But until then, it's goodbye from West of England.
Bye-bye.
It's goodbye from Hull University.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.